life at the heart of things, there is no vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can
Aye.
finally see me.
You look a little different than I expected.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
On the long quiet. I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in this? Why it's all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so
I just
be it.
wanted to talk!
Oh boy.
You are devoured. Prey for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Would you have us fight forever?
I would have you realize that what you decry as suffering is beauty. But even as you stir to wakefulness, You cling to mortality that was never yours.
Hence I said fight forever.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
Oh god, this is happening again. Why?
Oh boy.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
It still hurts like hell, though. I'm not the body, but I'm still feeling the damn thing suffer.
Do you suffer now? Let go of what you think yourself to be and exist. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't, for each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it. They'll see permanence as a gift in time.
Or, in time, would they see it as a curse? Your hair drags a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that.
We were both taken by the moment. It was how things are meant to be.
Wait, your hands are cold.
I just came and grabbed something.
I know.
As the clasp between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You know, it's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
And what do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I notice you're not talking much about timelines here. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
And the truth is different depending on your perspective.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Yeah.
you don't have to do it alone.
Hey, you're here! Wait a minute, which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Fair.
Eh. I didn't think I would ever say this. You have no idea how good it is to hear you right now.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
So far, she's got an answer for everything I say.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I think I am ready.
Then let's go.
Ooh. From concept art to the full thing.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
About 2 scenes, yeah.
Do you need me to describe things?
You know what? Wait, is it just you and me? Did anyone make the cabin?
I mean, Raven and I are still here.
I think the rest of them are still
Yeah.
out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Also, is it a bad time to tell you that we've been messing with you this whole time? Remembered every single instance that this has happened?
God damn it, I knew it!
Wait, well, what? Do you mean that has been the newest timelines we've jumping into? Oh God, I've been falling asleep.
Okay, one of us was messing with you.
But wait a minute. It really did feel like I was forgetting everything.
But there only is the food group of Kaiser balls and ketchup. There's nothing else.
God damn it. Look, there's got to be a chocolate in there somewhere.
I told you before, it's brown ketchup.
Uh-huh. Doesn't taste like ketchup.
Keep telling yourself that, man. Keep telling yourself that.
Is the narrator really gone, though?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Yeah. You know, if the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin to me for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is Well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
With a lot of naked women in it.
Yeah, the naked women are still outside the windows.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he?
I think he did a couple of times.
There's no mirror.
They are many.
either.
They are
I
legion.
think you broke it.
Yeah, I think I broke the mirror too.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I would say, though, this may be a good place to save.
Huh. We're gonna need that blade, huh?
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
You know, it's never seemed to end up well when I take the blade down there.
Hmm.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I think the first time I didn't take the knife with me. Maybe I did. It's been a long time.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
I think that's because she's talking to us just now.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
Oh, you're not chained up, are you?
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
You know, that's not gonna work because we just end up back here eventually.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
But would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? I mean, if you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
You know, if we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Well, I can't say I hate you, even after the whole thing with the jungle. we'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something's gonna be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
You know what? I don't want this. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Can I go back to being a god?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Eh. You know, I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care. But it seems important to you.
I've been living here for a year. I'm 5 cents a dime.
I don't really want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Yeah, then let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think characters like games and like I felt like the people.
So we're back here. Just immediately back here.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing else, huh?
Yep.
So should we continue on down this road? Because I think did it all completely reset?
Well, only way to check.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah. Been here before. You know what? I don't want to engage with the narrator right now. Sneaky.
very. Now, see, that's how it could happen.
I have a feeling I know the other way it has to end.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
Oh, that didn't change.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Oh, let's see. I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know. I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are. Just you and me.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Good call, man. Thanks for all the help. You gonna be alone? You gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
And the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a couple of silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see the tension sees her to insert herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Yeah, neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there.
It's something new. But whatever it is, we'll face it. Together.
This was a hell of a game. I'll give it that.
And the thing is, even with the paths we took, there's still other paths out there.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of determines on how players want to take it. What would you do differently?
I mean, I definitely went the path of trying to not kill the princess as often as possible. Which, in the end, it doesn't seem like it mattered much. And just about any time I can come back here and mess with the playlist.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
that's a full run to slay the princess right there.
Yep. I'm kind of curious of, like, what were some of your different paths? How did you handle the situation compared to us?
I mean, I obviously didn't do too many attempts to kill the princess on the first trip down. Obviously, I didn't try that. At least not very often, and it seemed like every time I did try it, it just ended in disaster.
Oh, trust me, there are plenty of interesting endings out there, different vessels to collect. But at the end of the day, I'd say this was a pretty solid run.
Yeah, hopefully we showed off enough variance in the endings and the storylines. Including one where we got to stab the princess in the back against our will.
Mm-hmm. Not as much of a jump scare anymore, but it's there.
And considering what happened to the mirror in the game.
Yep.
And some of the endings out there is a case of what we've experienced so far. That was light stuff.
Yeah.
Even the tower and what led on from her.
Yeah.
We did not see the big one.
I may at some point just have to go back in and see what other endings I can find, if I can keep track of which ones I've already done.
I mean, the game's pretty good at telling you, like, which ones you've already gotten, depending on the route, but yeah. If not, I'm pretty sure people have made, like, full Wikipedias and walkthroughs about how to get this.
Probably, I would imagine.
But until next time, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Raven and Sarat for joining me on this journey.
It's been a trip.
Yes, and thank you for letting me be the one to experience this blind for you.
No problem. But until next time, I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell.
Take care, everybody.
And save your Kaiser rolls and ketchup.
And because we have to say it, bye-bye-in.
Bye-bye-in.
Bye-bye-in.